Hey mummies, so I wanted to talk to you about when people say cover up while breastfeeding. Yay! Because I wanted to point out some facts. Obviously, no matter how you choose to breastfeed, it's up to you, or if you choose to breastfeed or bottle feed or do both. That is great, and I feel like moms, we should support each other more, and just whatever we choose, it's good, and our mental health is a priority. So just remember that parenting is hard, and creating little humans, especially when they're this young or at any point really, is hard. So we should support anyone that we see doing what they're doing and just say you're doing a great job, because that is what they're doing. But I've realized that breastfeeding is, even though it's the most natural thing in the world, and everyone, I feel like we've grown up seeing it in the more recent years, I'd say, or my generation, have become a bit more like that's not what should be done, or a bit more taboo, like, oh, you automatically just bottle feed, which is great. I don't have anything against it, but there's not much support and we don't talk about it. And I feel like we should, because a lot of people say, oh, you should cover up. Why should I cover up? Yes, I'm not walking around with my boobs out, even though if I wanted to I could, because I was born naked. We were all born naked, and society says that we should get dressed and cover up, so we do, but it's not, if we were meant to be dressed, we would be born fully clothed, but we're not. So this is how we are, and we choose to dress up, and that's nice, and I think that's how it is. I mean, I don't want to see people walking around naked, but I'm not exposing myself either. I'm feeding and nurturing my baby when I choose to breastfeed, and I choose not to cover up because it's hot, and you wouldn't want to eat.
She's putting glue on her finger.
She is. That's really cool. I don't cover up because I don't want my little baby to be uncomfortable while she's feeding. She likes to look at me, and she likes to make eye contact, so we talk to her while we breastfeed, and she falls asleep and whatever it may be. But I feel like it's a really nice bonding time between us, and if I'm out, I just feed her. And I remember my first time around with my older daughter, which is 4 now, I'd cover up all the time, and she was born in July, and I live in the south of Spain, and it's hot. It's really hot. So she'd be overheating, she'd be sweating, I'd be sweating, and it was just not nice for any of us, was it? It just wasn't nice, it wasn't. And it's not fair. Not fair to put babies into these boxes which don't fit, because I'm covering up because it makes someone uncomfortable when they look away. The issue's with them and not with us. Like, I haven't done anything wrong. I'm just feeding my baby. I'm not exposing myself. I'm not walking around with my boobs out. I'm literally just feeding my baby, and all you can see is literally a bit of skin. So I'm not doing anything wrong. I'm not doing anything inappropriate. I'm literally doing the most natural thing in the world. The only reason women have breasts or boobs is... Oh no, sorry. I got in the way. Are you better now? Yeah. So the only reason we have breasts is to feed our babies. That is literally why men don't have boobs and why women do. So if anyone says any otherwise, I feel that they're just... Can you not pull my hair? Here, I'll change sides. I'll change sides. Yes, I know. You like the other side more. Does your baby ever choose a different side? Sometimes I put on a baby and she's like, no, I want the other side. Not sure why. Is that better? Is that better, baby girl? Mama loves you. She pulls my hair all the time now. But yeah, I feel like... You tired? You're getting sleepy? Yeah. You're getting sleepy? So I feel like as moms, the only reason we should cover up is if you feel uncomfortable. But I used to be someone that I'd always cover up. You'd never see me, like, people can go topless at beaches. You would never see me doing any of that, and I wouldn't still to the day. But after having my daughter the first time around, and I would cover up, and then I was like, this is insane. Like, I'm not doing this to her. I'm not doing this to me. I'm not going to go hide in the toilet. I'm not going to go hide in the car. This is just going to the toilet, which is gross. I don't want to do that. And I just realized, look, I'm a mother, and I am breastfeeding and feeding my baby, and I'm doing the most natural thing in the world. And I feel like once that clicks, that's it. And anyone that doesn't want to look doesn't have to look. I mean, realistically, no one should be looking at you while you're breastfeeding. They can look at you, you can talk, but you don't have to be checking someone's boob out, because realistically all you're seeing is a baby's head. Like, I can't even see my boob, and She's just feeding, so that is the reality. And if you have a problem, just don't look or look away. And realistically, if you have a problem, you're the one that's got the problem. It's not us for feeding our babies. And I feel like we should just be a bit more conscious and be more aware about breastfeeding and feeding babies in general, because no matter how we choose to feed our babies, that is the best thing we could do. Like, I sometimes catch my letdown so that my other daughter can feed her, and so that my partner can feed her too, so they can bond with her and have that moments as well with her, which I think is very nice, because it's really cute when they sleep and when they fall asleep eating, and when you can just get to feed your baby, because obviously who doesn't want to feed their baby. So my partner, my daughter also do get to feed my daughter with a bottle of my breast milk. But I feel like we should just support each other, and as human beings and as moms and as women and as everything, a lot more, because this is the reality, that we are lacking a community that help each other, that give each other advice and give each other tips. And there's a lot of things that you suddenly walk into motherhood and you're just taken back, because you don't expect a lot of things at birth we don't talk about. There's a lot of things about breastfeeding we don't talk about. There's a lot of things about postpartum we don't talk about, and we should. This is something that I feel like we should learn at school. We learn all these things, and there's just, okay, well, motherhood, you're just gonna have a baby and it pops out and that's it. Well, it's not, that's it. There's so much more to it, and I feel like we should be more open about it. And with my friends that have been pregnant, I like to tell them everything, and I say, you can ask me anything in the world. I'm not shy about it, and I like to share and I like to help, because I feel like for me it was a bit of a shock, and I'm lucky that my sister and my sister-in-law had babies just before, so I got to get a lot of advice. But I still feel like there's a lot of things that you just don't know until it happens to you. But yeah, I feel like we are women, we are powerful, we are strong, and we could do everything we want, and I feel like if we want to breastfeed our babies, or we want to bottle feed our babies, just do it. Just do whatever feels right for you, because that's what it's all about. It's about bringing up beautiful, amazing little babies, little humans that are going to be our future, and feel good about it. She's falling asleep now, feeding, and I honestly love my experience. It does hurt more than anything the first 2 weeks, but I feel like a week and a half for me this time around. It does hurt, but if you power through, it's the best thing ever. And if it's not for you, it's not for you. That's fine. It is very time consuming. You're always on tap, but I love it. For me, I wouldn't have it any other way, but that is for me. So that is my opinion. So yeah, this is a little recap about the realities of breastfeeding.